everyone and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. I'm Cora and today we are back with another CC showcase video, and I know it has been quite a while since the last CC showcase video. If you're interested in those kind of videos in general, I will put a little link up right now so you can go watch the other CC showcase videos if you haven't already. And if you want any of the links, it is 300 exactly, which is kind of crazy, but I like round numbers, so I was really happy with that. And if you want to download any of the CC that you see right now, the links to the CC list are down below in the description. You can find them either on my Tumblr or on a Google Doc, whichever you prefer. And I also kind of separated these into categories. So we're starting off with piercings, and then we're going over to earrings, glasses, and then finish with necklaces, because I thought it's just a bit more tidy that way and organized, and you can find what you're looking for a bit better than if everything is just after each other in 300 links. I hope that's helpful, and as always in my CC showcase videos, there is numbers to each of the CC items. I don't think there is a mistake in this one, but if there ever is, please let me know and I will fix it. But I'm pretty sure everything is okay and everything should be there for you to download. And yeah, it's been a while because these videos are so time consuming. Like, you will already notice that today usually my videos go up at 7 p.m. GMT or 2 p.m. EST, but this one will be going up a bit later. I'm hoping that the video will export really quickly, because usually these videos do, but yeah, cross your fingers for me, because I want this to go up tonight because it's been a while and I just want you guys to have some more CC. Now, I know a lot of you are gonna ask if I can put this in one file and upload it, and no, I can't. And I reply to literally all the comments that I get, and this comment has been there consistently in all of my CC showcase videos, so I'm gonna say it now and forever. I cannot upload any of the CC that I have because it's not my custom content. I didn't create it, and if someone creates something on the internet or wherever, you can't just take it and re-upload it yourself. And if you will have a look at the CC creators' terms of use, you will find that almost all of them will say, please don't re-upload my stuff, and always refer back to this link, you know, if someone wants the CC, which I try to do all the time. Like, I never upload any other CC that's not mine. Well, I don't have any CC, but yeah, I don't upload any CC, and that is why, because it's not mine and people put a lot of work in it. So I think it's only fair that you have to go and head over to their blog, and it's not that big of a deal. It shouldn't take you too long to head over there and get everything, and I'm sure you do not want all of the CC because it is 300 things. Like, I don't know if you really want all of them in your game, you know. That's why I put numbers as well, because then you can just watch this video and see what of the stuff you actually want. And before I forget, the sim we are using today, if you like the look of her, I created her in Friday's Create a Sim video, and I have a separate CC list for her as well if you're interested in any of like the skin details or whatever. I am using a different hairstyle though, because you can't really see earrings otherwise, and I thought that's a bit weird. And also, you will have seen that some of the piercings and stuff didn't properly fit. That's because this sim, I used a different nose preset on her, and I think it doesn't work with all of the piercings properly. And you will see later on with the glasses and stuff, her ears aren't the right size, and like with necklaces as well, you always have to kind of adjust the neck size of your sims, or like sometimes it's actually with the boobies that they're like too high up or too big or whatever, and then sometimes really long necklaces will glitch with it, and you will see in the end of the video. But I thought I'd leave it in just so you know that you will have to adjust your sim a little bit for some of these items. Like, usually earrings and stuff are fine, but piercings definitely do require a certain nose type or lip type or whatever. Like, if the nose, for example, is really big, it sometimes doesn't work either. But yeah, that's why I thought I'd leave it in, because it does happen, and I think we all know that. Also, most of these things are a MAXIS match, even though there is some that look a bit more alpha, but to be honest, when it comes to jewelry and stuff, I don't personally really care about it because it's such a small detail, and I feel like even the EA stuff sometimes doesn't look super Maxis match. Like it's just jewelry, you know, it's so tiny that you can't really tell, at least in my opinion, if it's alpha or Maxis match. Like, I don't know. I think all the Maxis match stuff is usually a bit bulkier, and I do like some like smaller pieces every now and then, so I do have some alpha jewelry as well, but you can see it also. If you don't like it, just don't download those CC pieces, and then you'll be fine. And I think it's the only type of CC actually, apart from the eyelashes. I have seen someone, I think Pikachu, I think that's her or their username, their Tumblr name. They have created some Maxis Match eyelashes, but I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to try them out because I really, really love these eyelashes that I'm using. I don't know, they're just perfect for me, and I don't even know if I will want them to be super Maxis Match. I don't know. I think they already do look kind of Maxis Match in my opinion at least, but I haven't tried out these newer ones. I definitely have to download them, but they are still kind of, I think they're still working on them, so I didn't want to put them in my game and then them not working and I get frustrated and don't like them or whatever, so maybe I will wait until it's like in its final stages and then download it. But it is really cool, you know, I love downloading new CC. I've also thought about doing a video soon-ish, I'm kind of already working on it, where I go CC shopping with all of you guys. Now, I don't know if it's really interesting, but I've been asked a lot if I could show off my favorite websites for CC shopping or whatever, and I desperately need to go CC shopping again because I'm sure there's tons of stuff because I haven't been for a few weeks because I just haven't had any time. Now there's at least one creator, Clumsy Alien if you know them, and I always head over to their Patreon to get the newest stuff, but apart from that I don't really follow most custom content creators, so I will just go on a lot of different CC finds websites and get my CC that way, and I find it the easiest. And then what I also do is if I find a Tumblr where I really like the look of certain Sims, I would head over, if they do have that section, I would head over to their where can I find section, because I feel like it's super helpful. People usually ask for, because those people like upload pictures of their Sims and in like different outfits, and sometimes they have stories of their Sims up on their Tumblr and stuff. So people kind of take a post and say, oh, where did you get this and this hair from, or the eyes, what nose preset did you use, you know, stuff like that. And I think it's a really helpful way to find gorgeous CC, because a lot of times on CC finds blogs, they would just literally reblog everything they find and not really pick the best things. Does that make sense? I don't know, like they probably don't go through it and put it in their game and then have a look at what they actually like and then only reblog those things. Like most people just reblog everything they see and like, but sometimes it doesn't look that good in game. And that's why I love going on the where can I find section on Tumblrs. I don't know if that's a regular thing. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it, but I'm sure people do it. I think it's just a great way, you know, if you really like the look of someone's sim, it's just cool to head over to that place and then kind of see as well which like genetics they use, because sometimes people use different default eyes, or I don't know, like just stuff like that, little details. If you know me, you will know that I'm kind of obsessed with skin details. They're just some of my favorite things, and I do believe they kind of make or break a sim. I do believe they just make them look very unique as well, you know, because I often get told yeah, that makes sense, I'm sorry, I'm a bit sick. I often get told that my Sims look very unique, which, thank you, I really appreciate it, because I've been working on that for quite some time. Like back in the days when I started my YouTube channel, my Sims would all pretty much look the same, but with different hairstyles and stuff. But I have learned that using different skin details actually really, really helps with making your Sims look unique, because some of the, for example, nose masks that you can download look very different to any of the noses you can actually use. You know, like the EA noses most of the times aren't as defined, like on the bridge of the nose or on the little bulb. And it's just really fun to play around with these little nose masks and stuff and really make your sim unique. So if you're ever wondering how you could, you know, change up your sims a little bit, I feel like that would be the best way to do it. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear that I'm a little bit out of breath. I have a blocked nose there. I'm just a little bit under the weather, I think that's what you say. I have had a sleepover at work, actually. If you didn't know, I'm doing an internship at this place where girls live that can't live at home anymore for different sorts of reasons. There's always 12 girls usually that live there, and they usually leave after their 18th birthday, you know, because then they move on to somewhere else, because it's just like a shared apartment thingy, or like, it is a really big house, but I guess it's like in a shared apartment thing, as that's what I would describe it as. And I'm doing an internship there. I'm done in 2 weeks, which I'm really happy about because it has been exhausting. But what I wanted to say is that there were 2 interns there when I started, and they're both leaving now. They actually had their last day already, but then we decided to all do a sleepover there, and it was kind of fun, you know. It was weird sleeping somewhere else. I am I am 24, but I still kind of don't like sleeping anywhere but at home. It's very odd. Like, even if I go to hotels, it takes me a little bit to get adjusted to everything, and that's why, and this is something I hate about myself. Like, I do not want to be like this because I by no means have a lot of money, or like grew up always having the best hotels or whatever, but I cannot stay in like old or rundown hotels. It really makes me struggle, and it's kind of bad for holidays and stuff, because especially if you go on vacation to a warm place, I don't think it really matters what your hotel looks like, but I'm very picky, and it's something that really annoys me about myself. But I don't know, it's just like one of my pet peeves, I guess. I just can't get comfortable, and then the whole holiday just feels ruined to me, and I can't really rest if the place I'm staying in is run down and ugly. So I always spend way too much money on the hotels, and it's a whole thing. Like, I don't know how to get better with it, but that's just one of my pet peeves. Can you guys stay in really like old looking hotels, or like, I don't even know what to call them, you know, like I can't stay in like low star hotels, and it's so weird because I'm not a posh girl. I don't have a lot of money, but I always have to save up loads to actually go on holiday then, because it can't be super cheap, because I'm such a whiny baby and I have to have a nice hotel, and I hate it. I've actually only ever been to a really shady hotel once, when I lived in America and I went to San Francisco with one of my friends. And it was such a bad, like, I think it was a hostel actually, and in the bedroom we had, it was really like just scary, and the whole area was super sketchy. If you know San Francisco, they do have a lot of problems there with like homeless people and drug abuse and stuff like that. So we've been in a really rough area, and I haven't grown up in America, so I wouldn't know how bad was, you know, like it was really sketchy. We would, every time we would get back to the hostel at the end of the day, we would take an Uber for the last few meters to actually get us to the front of the hostel, so we wouldn't have to walk there. We got a little bit better at the end, but I think it was really sketchy and probably a little bit scary and dangerous, but I survived, luckily. Like, it was just, I was not used to it, you know, like I didn't realize pretty places could have, because I'm like a city girl, you know, I grew up in Berlin, which is the capital city of Germany, and I'm used to like sketchy areas and stuff, but it was on a different level. Like, it was, for me, very scary, and yeah, I'm glad I got out of it. But San Francisco itself was gorgeous. Like, there's so many gorgeous places there. It's such a nice town. City. People there were actually super nice, and I didn't feel like it was a superficial type of niceness. I actually felt like it was really nice, and I don't know, I just felt so at home. It was really odd. Have you been to San Francisco, or have you heard stuff about it, or do you want to go? let me know if you're still watching. I feel like a lot of people, you know, would just mute me and maybe speed up the video and be like, shut up, I'm not gonna listen to you for 60 minutes. But yeah, if you're still here, give me a shout, let me know. Yeah, San Francisco, great city. It's very exhausting to walk there though. Me and my friend, we actually walked everywhere because first of all, we didn't want to pay for public transport. Second of all, Pokemon Go was huge back then, so we would play that a lot. And third of all, I think you can explore a city on a very different level if you walk places, because you wouldn't be stuck in a train underground or whatever and not see everything, you know. Like if you walk, you kind of see more places and areas that you wouldn't necessarily go to if you would take the subway or a taxi or an Uber or whatever. But anyways, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this CC showcase video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye!